Hello, people. Welcome to 50 Minutes of Talkin, episode 143. The show where 15 Minutes of Talkin is a series where I set a 15-minute timer, talk about whatever I want for 15 minutes. Once the timer goes off, I say a short goodbye, and the video ends, and it all has minimal editing. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Update the streak Bailey. Yeah. Let's start the outfit breakdown. This college shirt was covered in another episode, which Editor Bailey will put right there, unless I look into it after the outfit breakdown is over. And whatever I say is right, in which Editor Bailey will not put it right there, because, I mean, Editor Bailey's not needed. Uh, but however, oh. Gosh, okay. Okay. This vest has yet to be covered. I got this for my walrus costume. It was in another episode, but I didn't exactly cover it. Actually, two other episodes, I believe. But neither of them did I actually cover it. One of them, I was going through my walrus costume and just be like, hey, here's this. This is where he wears it. Okay, moving on. And then the other one, I was getting dressed for my cross-country banquet, but the outfit breakdown was over the outfit that I was wearing before that. So yeah, this vest, I got it for my walrus costume this Halloween because for Halloween I was the walrus from Alice in Wonderland, and he has a green vest. We were shopping at either Caholes or a brand that I do not know. Uh, it was a store where I got the clothing I wore for my Walita's funeral. I don't remember what it was called for though. Was it Dillard's maybe? Whatever the store was, we were shopping there. We were shopping all around the mall for the pieces for the various pieces to my Halloween costume. Uh, this was the only place where we could find a green vest. And Amazon didn't really exactly have the right shades. This shade, this shade was perfect for him. But there were buttons. But I said, the buttons don't really matter. Uh, what matters is that it's a perfect shade. And yeah, it's probably the most inaccurate part of my Halloween costume. But hey, it's a pretty nice vest, you gotta admit. Yeah. Not sure if it goes too well with this collared shirt though. Would probably have gone better with my other collared shirt. Uh yeah. This morning I complained to my dad, I wanna wear my vest, but there's nothing special going on. Then my dad said, well, it doesn't stop friend Ow. That's not his actual name, I just don't want to say his actual name, so he's friend Ow. Uh aka Fred Gold / Fred Alternate Universe. Uh, so I just smile because he always wears like different like suits and like fancy stuff no matter what he's going to. So yeah, and then I wore this. So yeah, the vest. We love this vest. Yeah, I just wore it on Halloween. Yeah. This pin was covered in another episode, which Editor Bailey will put right there, unless we go into it later and get it correct, which Editor Bailey will not put it right there. And these were covered in episode 129. We good? We good. After the breakdown over. Okay, I'm gonna start actually researching these clothing items. Let us see. Let's just go through my channel real quick. Oh, I believe episode 6 for this. Hold on. Was that episode 6? I believe that was episode 6. That was episode 6. So this was covered in episode 6, and my college shirt was covered in episode 7. Uh, and this is where I hope nobody in Gen Alpha is watching. Go on, get it out of the way. I don't care. I actually do care. Don't do that. I really hope the people watching my channel are better than that. However, I am inclined to believe not, because episode 67 did get 53 views, which is very good for my channel. Go look at the view number of this episode, the view number of my last episode. They're like, I think they're good if they're in like the tens. So, however, I have had videos, not to brag, but like get up to like 130 views. That's like my most viewed video, so, not to brag or anything. Yeah, yeah, bragging. Get dumped on. I don't even do shorts. Well, I do have like some shorts, but that's it. Everybody says that I should start clipping 15 minutes of talking and putting them on shorts, and that does sound like a great idea. That would definitely boost my channel views. Except, do you have the time? No, I don't have the time to do that, so I'm just gonna try to grow this channel organically, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Eventually, I do hope to do that, though. So, yeah. I'm gonna go get Gatorade. I like Gatorade. Say no to Gatorade. For people who have been watching this channel for a long time and have no idea where that joke came from, basically, during DI, which if you're new here, DI, Destination Imagination, it's a program that I do where you have to it enriches writing, the creativity, engineering, a lot of good skills. That's all I'm going to say for now. DI is rather quite complicated. If you're really interested, go look it up for yourselves. But I'm guessing that you're just this is just another stop on the path for you, and you don't really want to, and you don't really feel like doing that. So then don't just be confused. I've done that before. Anyway, I would be quite not confused. I would be quite worried if you have never been confused before. Like, even if you're like a baby and you're trying to learn how to walk, or like you do something and you don't understand why everybody is laughing at you. Yeah, I never really grew out of doing something and not understanding why everybody is laughing at me. But anyway, by the way, I'm autistic. So, social cues are confusing. Yeah. I mean, you can tell me there's at least one thing that you find confusing: science, math. Like, come on, you've been confused at some point in your life, right? Man, if you've never been confused about anything in your life, you're probably smarter than Albert Einstein, man. I don't know. Oh, it's got my Adam's apple. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna go turn the fan off. My school is super cold, but my singing lessons are not cold, so they suck temperature wise. Excuse me. Uh, but you know, it's worth it. Uh, what was I? I feel like it's like that door effect where you go through a door and you forget why you went through that door. Except I didn't even go through a door, I just turned the fan on. What what was I talking about? DI? Oh, say no to Gatorade. I get it. Okay. So one time, it was at the very beginning of a DI meeting, and my aunt, cause she lives with us. She and my cousin live with us. Uh, well, at my mom's house, not at this house. Go watch like 2 episodes ago, and you'll be able to see the house. Yeah. And you'll also most likely be able to see my cousin. He's in pretty much all of these at my mom's house. So like pretty much half of these overall, unless you go older. If you go older, because he only moved in over the summer. But yeah. And she was and my dad, because my dad was still driving us to DI at that point. Now it's friend Jay's mom. Uh, but my dad brought Gatorade for all of us because he always brings Gatorade for to me. I would yell at him, "Thank you, Father," but he's on the phone with his girlfriend. So, uh, but anyway, uh, but he does it for the whole team whenever he has to drive DI, which might even be this weekend. Oh, Fred J said she would let me know about that. I'll have to ask her about that later, like after I record. But uh, but we were drinking Gatorade. I think it said, bleep that out, Bailey. I think my aunt said something about I don't like it when y'all do that or something like that. Either way, she somehow got into a rant about how Gatorade was so bad for you. So ever since then, we've just said, "Say no to Gatorade." And then my cousin made a graphic of it, and it's fun. Uh, but yeah. Speaking of speaking of Fred J's mom providing all the transportation for DI, there's 7 members on our DI team. Plus, there would have to be the driver. So, Fred J's mom has a big car that can hold up to 8 people, but 17 members plus the driver, that's 8 people. And I get stuck with a middle seat. That fun. In the back, I feel like there's like in the middle, like in the center car seat, there's a bit more room, but in the back, ugh, that was not fun. Luckily, I'm not gonna have to do that again unless my cousin hates it, and they'll be like, "You know, I can do that again," and then suffer. Because me and my cousin said that they'd switch seats with me next time around, but that was not fun. I was very squished. I was like this, and I was trying to just to get myself a little bit of room. Oh, I could have probably put my legs on top of each other to make myself more minimally sized. And I was still very squished between 2 of my other team members. But it's fine. We're all buddies on this DI team. That is something I like about this year, even though I did not want it to be a team of all friends, because my friends tend to excel at the same things. Although my friend group is very diverse, we still tend to excel at the same things. But it's okay. I think we found a balanced enough team. But yeah, I do very much like this team and very excited for whenever we actually start performing. Although I do think improv challenges are a little bit clunkier. Yes, cause last meeting was the first time we had it. We did an instant challenge with more than 5 people. Uh, yes, I know there's 7, and there was a meeting whenever 6 members had joined, but one of them was unable to come. So we've never done a challenge with more than 5 people prior to this meeting. And that challenge, let me tell you, that challenge was absolute chaos. And it was a like technical and improv challenge. We usually have to do instant challenges twice, but I feel like now more than ever we needed to do the instant challenge twice because the first time go around kind of sucked. I think we got like a 40 or something, and the second go around we had a 66. So yeah, I think it was like 90 points total. That's like you have to do really good on the main challenge and team choice elements if you want to move on with that. So there's still work to be done. You know, like having 17 that was definitely a bit clunky, but I feel like we could get this machine like smooth and moving. Wow. Okay. Anyway, what else did I do today? Oh, I did school, like most days. Yesterday was a Sunday, but unfortunately today is a Monday. There's like a month left until our audition that I may not be attending. I don't know. Depends if my father is kind or not. And if I practice, thinking I'm gonna do "Cry for Me" by Jersey Boys. The first part is too low for me, but luckily it said that the songs should be like 1 minute under, so I think I'm gonna take like the last like minute of the song. Now we're all through. I don't know it that well. I was just researching like audition songs, and I thought that that one would be like really good to show off my vocals. Uh, I'm excited about it, but I haven't actually found time to practice. Cause creatively, ooh, I'm gonna take you through all this stuff that I do because it's really easy for me to do that because I have a random genetic. Did I mention earlier that I was autistic? Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna do that because that was our timer. Saved by the timer. Except no, it would have been really nice if I got to take you through my random generator that determines what I do. But alas, I'm not able to. Well, that sucks for you. But what sucks for you is having yourself the nicest of days. Please, please, I insist, go on. Have yourself the nicest of days that you have ever had. I do this every video. Because I hope that your days just keep getting better and better. I wish that mine did. Yeah. Yeah, that was 15 minutes of talking. Like and subscribe if you want more 15 minutes of talking. And, mostly about the eye. It's not all about the eye, but, like, you do get a lot of good DI episodes. Uh, and yeah. Goodbye now.